So it is the fateful day that we end JoJo Part 5 because we are on the last volume of JoJo Part 5. And if I actually do this, it won't be so annoying. Whoa, hello! YouTube just kicked in. YouTube just kicked in like the most randomest of second. I was like, whoa, hello! It terrifies me. It terrifies every single time I do that. Alright, and now I'll refresh the page because I accidentally mucked up my entire stream. There we are. I don't even know if I'm actually streaming or not sometimes. Right, anyway, so yes, today is the fateful day. We are on volume 17, so we are doing from chapters 144 to 155 being the final part, as we freaking know. It's getting heated on the last stretch of JoJo. Very much. Diavolo is playing tricks on them. Like, man, oh freaking damn man. But it looks as if our friend Giorno actually has the one up in this situation as well, because at the end of the last volume he says, hey, by the way, when you chop off my hand, blood spilled on the arrow. Guess what? Now gold experience is activated and he's all like, oh freaking goddamn yo, and then that's what happened with Diavolo. That's how it ended. So that's what we got to in the end of volume 16. So, it looks as if it's gonna get pretty freaking, like, electrifyingly heated, and yeah, that'd be the end of it, I think. What was going on? My brain had a moment going, wait, what? It's already over? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. So, I'm excited. Though I'm also sad because I actually really like this manga so much. I think JoJo Part 5 is like my Expendables 2. I just love it so dearly, just for the sole reason of what it actually really is towards Part 4. Like, it's just so much fun. I just love it for that reason. Hello! Yeah, that's the reason. I like it as much as I like Expendables 2. It's just, it has that kind of a... yeah, Expendables 2. I keep thinking of different series of films, but yeah, Expendables 2. If you ever see that film, you know what I mean. No, we just started literally 2 minutes ago, actually. So yeah, so you have just entered the stream. So, oh boy, okay, it's gonna be sad to see this go because I love my Italian crew. My Italian crew is my favourite. Huh, that's actually kind of cool. I'll go and see the new art style actually, because I've already known these art styles plus the one in the anime, so I actually really haven't seen anything new. But damn, that OVA looks terrifying. I mean, Rohan looks fine. Just Rohan's the most fine one out of all of them. Okuyasu, just like, what happened? Like, he's changed. Man, the man's seen some things. Man has seen some things. But yes, so let's start with Diavolo Merges Part 4. So, what did he do to me? These ants! He broke something behind his own head. What was that? What did he do? Diavolo Merges Part 4. Behind? What did he do to Requiem? He was able to touch it? He broke Requiem? We can touch the arrow. The bugs crawling with the arrow are Giorno's life energy. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've got to do part 6, 7, and 8 now. But 6 and 7's fine because 6 and 7 are out, so I actually cover it a bit more often. So it's not a problem. This one was weekly, so I actually had to cover it on the time when it released. But at least the next one's actually out, so I actually can cover it maybe twice or 3 times, so we can get it over and done with a little bit quicker. But yeah, that's what happened. So part 5's the only one was probably like the missing link because I actually had to wait for it to come out. Part 6 and 7's fine. 8's also still coming out, so that's also the problem. So, Diavolo Merges Part 4. All good so far. Here we go now. We'll have to hurry. We have to make it to the arrow. Shoot the arrow, don't let him get it, miss. Way ahead of you. Yeah, it kind of feels nice because this manga deserved it. Like the manga got too much flack. That's why I've seen so far on the internet. Like they give it too much flack. It's actually really freaking good. Hopefully, like now, hopefully now they actually can give it like some kind of new lease of life that everyone will start to actually appreciate it a little bit more, just because of the new translations. It's really kind of crazy when you think about it. Nah, Joji Non's still going, I think. I think they've only done like 3 volumes of it on JJBA's website. It's kind of crazy that King Crimson's there the whole entire time. It's like, man, the guy is terrifying. Gotcha. King Crimson may be able to perfectly forecast the paths of my bullets, but at this distance, it's all he can do to protect himself. Using the remaining bullets to knock the arrow back to me pistols. Oh, yeah, back to the arrow, back to me pistols. Me pistols? Me pistols? There's a comma there, so I'm actually not don't know if or not it's actually connected to the same sentence. Ah, you grunts with your filthy abilities and your terrifying intellects. We will never be able to surpass King Crimson forecast, nor will we be able to circumvent them. No matter filthy they may be. No matter filthy they may be. I guess it's missing the word how filthy they may be. I was gonna say, like, wait, what? Makes no sense. But yeah, don't worry about it. I feel like King Crimson needs to go and say, or Diablo needs to say right now, like, I would have got away with it too, weren't for you meddling kids. Like, do the old Scooby-Doo thing. That line almost like evokes the whole Scooby-Doo thing. I don't know, I felt like that. The Civ, he already tossed him into the air. He even predicted the impacts of the bullets. It went to him, but the arrow went back. But still, Bucciarati, your team had me working up quite a cold sweat. I never predicted that anyone would be foolish enough to betray my gang, and I never even imagined that anyone would discover my identity either. But because of you, I have learned of this arrow's true ability. This is a gift, a tribute that fate has given to me for overcoming my past. Oh. JoJo's basically Scooby-Doo. In some sense of way, I agree with that. Like, it actually is like Scooby-Doo in a nutshell. King Crimson's always angry. Like, even on his birthdays, he's always angry. Even when happiness happens. Oh man. It's like constant Linkin Park in the background. Like, he's living, breathing Linkin Park. That's what King Crimson is. Give me bullets, pistols. We told you, Meester. The cartridges take time to reload. Take time to load, not reload. It's too late. Oh snap! Oh man, King Crimson's the best. I don't know. I love him. I think he's fantastic. Huh? What? Oh snap! Spice Girl, you never deflected Misa's bullets. I just softened them. They squashed down like chewing gum inside your hands, and then, using that tension, reverted, that's the word I was looking for. It's like reverted? Yeah, reverted them and shot them through. I too can overcome the fate I inherited from you. I will not cower or flee. If you try to stop me, I shall soar behind you. Trish, you're conscious. I like it. I like Spice Girl quite a bit, and Trish. I don't know. She slowly became like the best kind of character in the whole entire thing besides Giorno. Like, it's just one of those things that the characters slowly grow on you. That's what I quite like about this manga. Like, they start pretty freaking great, but as time goes on, you begin to actually kind of understand them even more, and then just grow to something so fantastic. Trish has actually become that character. Like, it took quite a while, but I quite like it. It's kind of one of those organic growths that you kind of expect from manga this long. The arrow went flying. It's coming to me. Here it comes. Spice Girl, Trish. I'm closer. He can't beat me to it. Not even if I can't say that word now. Not even if he erases time and forecasts where it'll land. I'm closer to the arrow. If only, my daughter. If only you had been born. Fear truly comes from the past. Oh, you had. If you can't say the word now. You had never been born. Fear truly does come from the past. Now you've really made me mad. See, now he's just... Oh, snap! What? No! Not when I just say, hey mate, she got freaking great, like... What is this manga? What's with Rocky and goddamn punches to the goddamn gut as well? Like, straight through the gut. Jesus H. Christ. It's a constant thing. Like, every single character at least has to get a punch in the gut. It's always a thing now. The Kakuyin punch. Yeah. Don't remind me of that. I'm still reeling over that death. It's been like, it's been like a good 3 years. I still haven't got over Kakuyin's, like, eventual downfall. My heart still aches for Kakuyin's fate. You want to overcome? You'll get your wish then, Trish. Now you're soaring beyond your past and their heads. Trish! That's kind of a morbid pun. Jesus Christ. That's just... I don't know. But every single time a character's got good, they always die. I got to that point. Just never say, hey mate, by the way, their character got really freaking great, because something bad will happen to them. And it will happen to Trish. Now, now she got punched so hard, she's literally just like soaring in spirit form. Ain't no spirit realm in this manga. Hello! What? He punched through Trish's soul, and now he's flying to the arrow with it. I'm done. Done with this body. And done with you. Diablo emerges part 5. Her soul, it's flying away. Trish! Trish's soul is disappearing into the sky. Diablo emerges part 5. Oh, that's actually pretty. That's actually kind of. I don't know. It's kind of like it's like a painting. Like, it's kind of Renaissance painting. If you turn it like the other way, you got sort of Renaissance painting right there. Kind of. It's kind of cool in a way. I like it. I also kind of like the fact that Araki always kind of paints the idea of heaven or going towards heaven to be kind of morbid. Like in certain things you kind of get those like interpretations of heaven being this like kind of grandiose thing, and going towards there it's even more grandiose. But here, especially with part 4, he actually kind of subverts that idea and kind of like paints it to be kind of sort of in some ways kind of terrifying. Like in essence, like a Trish going towards the sky. You see the blood just kind of come out of her stomach. It's not kind of what you'd imagine. You'd kind of imagine her just to kind of go up and it'd be like angelic feeling, but it's kind of not. It's actually kind of, it's neat because it kind of subverts that thing always. Yeah, it is very much. Look at King Crimson as well. There's kind of realize that King Crimson very much it's like an Italian painting in a nutshell. Like it's kind of neat. Like I kind of want to get that and just put it on my wall. It's kind of cool. The arrow is mine. Oh, Giorno's got something up his sleeve. I bet you. He's always got something up his sleeve. You know, at this point, he probably has like about 10 billion sleeves because the amount of things he's done in his manga. It pierced me. The power of this arrow, this gift from fate. Now take my King Crimson to the apex of the world. Well, the apex of the world is like, whew. I mean, what could he do more than what he's doing right now? I mean, could he erase the world? That's the only thing I can imagine he could probably go beyond. God damn. God damn. Did it pierce me? No, it didn't. What? Something's wrong. No, I never even grabbed it. I can see through King Crimson's hands and it's even splitting apart. Oh. Oh. What? Is this wind? Damn you! Your predictions, boss. Do they only show you the path of the arrow and the bullets? It seems you couldn't predict what I'll do. Oh, okay, alright. I like this. You bastard! You found it yourself. The way to destroy Requiem. Behind your head. No. There is something behind each one of our spirits. Looks like I just needed to break it. You didn't finish Requiem off because you wanted to take the arrow. But if I completely destroy this, that will extinguish the ability of the Berserk Stand Requiem, and all of our swap souls will... I'm exiting my body. Stop this, Bucciarati. Look at me. Who is the most deserving? Stop and think about this. Who is the king that is worthy of the arrow? Bucciarati, you. A weakling cannot master the arrow, Bucciarati. Everything will return back to normal. Oh man. Oh man. I love this. Love it. Whoa. I leave the rest, Yona, in your hands. Oh no, he's actually going, isn't he? There's Trish, Meester. Check it out, guys. Over there. I don't want Bucciarati to go either. Come on! Stop doing this to me! Rocky's giving me that cheek again. He's giving me the cheek. He's giving me the Rocky cheek. I can't say goodbye to my favourite character in JoJo. Oh man. Oh no. We lost the boss and now we lost goddamn Bucciarati as well. She's so, you did it, Bucciarati. It came back just in the nick of time. Bucciarati, good body. That body in the Colosseum, Giorno, you brought me back to life when I met you in my hometown of Napoli. When we betrayed the gang, my heart had been dying a slow death, and it came back to life all because of you. This is what happiness is. I'm fine with this. Don't worry about it. Gave everyone my best. That kind of made that kind of made me tear up a slight. God damn. I didn't expect that to happen again in JoJo. I mean, Shigechi made me cry a bit, but I didn't expect that to happen. Damn. Alright. Jesus Christ, his writing style's not good. His writing style makes me cry now. How dare you? Awfully insignificant little girl. You puke spewed into a dirty toilet. How dare you do this to me? I, Diablo, shall conquer the arrow. Alright. I don't want to say goodbye to him yet. I mean, at least if all of the deaths in the whole entirety of JoJo when they go towards heaven, it's kind of the most angelic out of all of them. Like, it hasn't always kind of had that little bit of wow, freaking hell, it's a bit morbid. But at least he's gone now. Our boy's gone. Our other boy's gone now. We first lost Doppio, and now we've goddamn lost Bucciarati. That's a pretty freaking phenomenal page as well. Oh, heck. Ah, he did it. I knew he would. Bucciarati, he's the man. It was a pretty close call, but that just saved Trish's life, and my body too. Heal me up. I'll bet Bucciarati is on his own way from the Colosseum right now. Come on. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Buonissimo. That's just... Alright, I get you, Araki. I get you. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. That's just... That's a panel to save. If only they actually made it into wallpaper, that'd be pretty freaking great. We should just sit there next hour and just marvel at that one panel. It's an amazing goddamn panel. Again, it kind of goes back to the angelic side of the heaven. It's kind of it's very much like something you would find in the 16th chapel. Everyone pronounces the 16th chapel. It's actually the 16th chapel. It's really weird. I always wondered if everyone pronounces the 16th chapel. It's like the 16th chapel, something like that. It's a really weird word to pronounce. Don't worry about it, Giorno. King of Kings. Yeah, it does. You actually can see where it's called Golden Wind. I can't believe we actually lost him as well. Out of every single part so far, this is probably the most deaths. I can't remember. Like Avdol Kakuin, it's Avdol Kakuin, Iggy, and did another person die in part 3? Or was it only 3 people? Is it 3 people in part 3 that died, and it was actually 3 people in part 4. Okay, yeah, so it is 3 people. I was gonna say, if I remember, Star Wars Crusaders had 3 people die, didn't they? Because Abdul died twice, so if he counts another person, then then 4 people died. But Abdul died twice, technically. Oh, really? That's actually pretty. Yeah, the weather here has actually gone terrible as well, but it's actually not so. It's actually haven't got to the point that it's affecting anything else. It's the only good thing about it so far. But God, yeah, the weather is terrible. Technically, yeah. Now it's 3.5 if you count JoJo's half death. It's 3.5 in Stardust Crusaders. Don't worry about Giorno, King of Kings. Things are just going back to the way they should be. Just going back to normal. Wow, that's that's not even subtle. Not even subtle. I like it. Well, no, because Thingy died, didn't she? Shigechi died. Aya died, and yeah, it's just Shigechi and Aya. I was gonna say, I swear it's only 2 people in part 4. Okuyasu died for a bit, then came back. That's what we couldn't say goodbye to him. He was special. Don't remind me about Kakugin's death, alright? I'm still getting over it. Jeez, it's been a couple of years, I'm still getting over it. Let me get over that death. Oh yeah, Rohan died for a bit, didn't he? Without the resets, but yeah, he died quite a few times. So if you kind of count that, then it's a fair amount of times. Still, I was shocked when that happened in part 4. Still, I was like, no, you didn't just do that, did you? No, and then just like, oh, thank God. I remember because the baby was swapped with the woman, wasn't she? So she was actually acting like the baby. Ooga ooga, woof woof woof. Who was it? Who once said that we are all soldiers chosen by fate? Damn, but the world has shown me one truth. Fate granted me the ability to erase time and precognize. There is no mistaking it. That is an obvious truth. The fate that governs this world selected by my King Crimson to stand upon the invincible apex. I am no soldier. Damn it! How dare they? The arrow isn't in my hands. Damn them! I, Diablo, should not be defeated by this. I must retreat. Hide myself from the arrow and wait for a chance to strike back. A temporary retreat is no defeat. My ability shall return to me, the apex. My ability shall return me to the apex. Don't let him get away, Jill. Stop him. You have to. If he gets away, he'll go into hiding. He's trying to flee, Gianna. I feel it. He's just taken a step back. That's a pretty freaking good panel as well. Oh yeah, all the heroes technically did die at one point. So theoretically, when you think about it, part 4 had the most deaths in some sense of way, but it didn't kind of count towards the final death count. The Iraqi death count, as I like to call it now. It's a pretty good panel with Giorno. I love how Araki actually frames Giorno in like every single panel. Like it's always just so freaking great. Oh, he got the arrow. Man's got the arrow. The rain lit up while we were at it. That's Giorno. The arrow. He got it in his hands. The one who will succeed Requiem's ownership of the arrow is Giorno. No, I should have known. I can't run away here. I will lose my pride if I retreat here. I am the Emperor. What I seek is remain upon the climax. If I run from here, that pride will vanish. I will have nothing left. Gold experience! He's not running. He's coming at you. Not that it will make any difference. He did it. The one who will go beyond the power of the arrow is Giorno's gold experience. No, wrong. I thank you, my daughter, because you insulted me by saying I was trying to run. I have managed to retain my pride. Good thing I didn't retreat. If I had run away, I wouldn't have seen this forecast. Ha 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 ha. This unexpected forecast. King Crimson's epitaph. He did it. The one who will go beyond the power of the arrow is Giorno's gold experience. Oh, huh? Damn it. No, part 5 ends on 155, I think. I think it's the last chapter of 155. Oh, that's why. I was going to say, I swear it's actually something beyond part 5 a little bit. No, part 6 should start on Monday, hopefully. That should start on Monday, don't worry about it. I'll probably read a volume like that, and I'll do a 4-chapter thing like I did beforehand at the beginning. Just do it as a volume per stream. It's better that way, I think. Huh? No, what? What a good thing I didn't run away. To be honest, my heart wasn't shrouded in despair. If my daughter hadn't insulted me, I wouldn't have had the will to press on. Thanks to her, I saw the forecast of the arrow falling to the ground. Why? It pierced him. Why did the arrow fall? Giovanna, you naive upstart. This proves you don't have the right. Who knows where he is now, but didn't Polnareff tell you that? The arrow chooses those who are qualified to master the arrow. I may be repeating myself, but it's a good thing I didn't run away. You have been rejected by the arrow. Run, Giorno, you're finished! Oh, no. I, Diavolo, am the Emperor. This forecast remains unchanged. Crack, 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 crack. What? Oh... Yeah, I think you are 2 to 3 volumes per week, don't worry. It depends on what the schedule is for summer. I actually have no idea what's actually the main things for summer yet. Because most of the things have been taken by Netflix, so like 2 of the major things I wanted to watch are taken by Netflix. So that frees up some of my schedule. Then as well, depends on whether or not Amazon Prime actually puts their stuff in England, so that's also another thing. Alright, mate. Alright, mate. Come on. Yeah, so it depends, because Amazon Prime tends to get the anime, but they tend to region lock it outside of America, so we don't actually get it. So it depends on how it all goes down, really, in the end. Because Amazon Prime's still on everything, practically, this season. So it depends, really. But hopefully it'll be like 3 times a week, so I think it's 17 volumes, so that would be... yeah, a lot less than part 5. God Experience Requiem Part 1. What? Giorno! Wait, mister. There's something peeking out from the cracks. Is that... could it be? God Experience Requiem Part 1. It's like the end of Persona 4 when you get the like true ending, when you get Izanagi no Akami. Like, it's that kind of thing. Like, it's pretty freaking great. Like, when you evolve beyond the actual original stand, like, or Persona in this case. In the case of Persona, not the case of JoJo. I got really freaking confusing just then. You know what I mean? That one. So yeah, it's kind of like that when it goes beyond at the end. What am I looking at? I smashed his head open. Shouldn't his brains be scattered across the ground? That thing inside, that's not his brain. Impossible. The arrow's been sucked inside his arm too. The arrows. Damn it! You're finished, Giovanna. Ooh. My profile picture is the king of JoJo now. I've got Koichi from the OVA. I shall remain unchanged until I find something better than Koichi's from the OVA. I have to wait. Yeah, I have to wait to find something better now, because I don't think I will. Giorno has been rejected at all. But Giorno hasn't been rejected at all. The arrow didn't reject him for being unqualified. No, far from it. The arrow belongs to Giorno for eternity. Now the boss will never be able to lay a single finger on that arrow ever again. Oh, okay, alright. I think it comes out like at some point either... Is it next week it comes out? I believe? Something like that. It comes out at one point, like in the next couple of weeks. If it ever gets subbed, that is. Wow. I love it. That's like the most swaggiest pose in the universe. Like, I don't think we get any more pinnacle swag than that. Just look at it. Just admire that. Just admire it. So he does look like he's like transitioning to Sonic the Hedgehog for a bit. Like at the back of the head looks like he's kind of going a little bit into Sonic the Hedgehog. I like it though. I like it. Am I looking at reality? This must be some sort of mistake. I'm supposed to see Giorno's corpse with his head smashed open. This is not reality. That Requiem, that's Giorno's Requiem. God experiences Requiem. God experience has gone beyond the power of the arrow. I feel like someone should come out and start saying the thing from like when Goku says the thing about Super Saiyan Level 3. Like it's just what it's like to go beyond, and then just like flashes and everything starts coming out, and then Diablo's all like, "Oh my god, I've made a mistake here. Yeah, I should get out of here while I still can." He starts running away slowly. What? Gah! All that will survive is the reality of this world. Righteous actions born from reality never will be annihilated. Bucciarati is dead, and so are Baccio and Anuncia, but their actions and their wills have not been annihilated. They are the ones who gave me this arrow. Now, are your actions born of reality, or are they born of superficial evil? We're about to find out. In the end, will you be able to escape annihilation? Boss, what's going on? What's going to happen? Don't tell me our souls are going to be switched again. I don't know. Right now, nobody does, not even Giorno himself, but I can tell Giorno has complete control of Requiem. It's not going out of control. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Gotta get more than one water out for this one. Get one more water out for this one. It ain't just one bottle. I couldn't see it the moment he attacked, but I was able to forecast that attack. The reason I invaded the brunt of his attack is because I saw the forecast of the hole appearing in my hand. I can just barely dodge his attacks. I admit that God Experience can attack with incredible power, but that's all there is to it. It's just a power-up. It is a threat, but it's nothing that I cannot overcome in my ability to forecast. Fate has chosen me for the apex. I, Diablo, am the Emperor, who has overcome every crisis I have faced. Don't lecture me, you cocky brat. Giovanna, I would not even allow you the time to lament your own death. King Crimson, time shall be erased from everyone but myself. I see it. I see his Stan's actions. Everything he's trying to do, I can predict it all. Everything this filth does. Now I've completely blocked off God Experience's attack, even after time resumes in a few seconds. Your eyes will never look upon either me, Diablo, or King Crimson ever again. My ability stands upon the apex reality. Woohoo! Alright. Alright. As the good old Matthew McConaughey proclaims. Alright. God Experience Requiem Part 2. I did it. I won. I was a moment faster. My forecast shows me punching straight through his heart. The future has chosen the actions of my King Crimson. It's over. I guess Puzz will come out and say, wrong. No, it's actually me. I won this. What? See. What? Oh Oh, I see what he's done. I see what he's done. I see what he's done. Haha, I like it. That's actually pretty freaking neat. Not gonna lie. No, impossible. Is he actually sitting on gold experience right now? Like, is he actually sitting on gold experience? It looks like he's actually just, like, you know, just sitting down going, you know what? I don't have time for you right now, Diablo. I'm too good for this. It's literally, he's going to kind of do that whole thing from, was it from X-Men when Magneto just lifts to the sky and just goes off like, screw you all, I'm getting out of here. That whole entire thing. Just sitting there. Just sitting there. The erased time is reversing. Is this Requiem? Car. Damn it! Looks like he actually is just sitting there. It's actually quite great. It's like he's just done with everything. But the forecast has still chosen me. Diavolo, take this, Giovanna. Swear. Oh, what? Swear. What is this? What am I looking at? Is this a dream? Or is this an illusion? No, that's impossible. None but I, Diablo, should be able to move within erased time. This is what Requiem is. Yes, what you see is indeed reality. Your ability indeed sees the actions that your ability indeed sees the actions that we will actually perform. However, you will never arrive at the reality that will occur. None who stand before me shall ever do so, no matter what ability they may wield. This is Gold Experience's Requiem. Not even my master Giovanna knows of this. Ah, Giovanna, I shall not even allow you your time. What am I saying? To lament your own death. I haven't moved an inch from where I started. My forecasts are a reality that guaranteed to occur. My invincible King Crimson was meant to achieve victory. Mura. Oh, here we go. Mura. He did it. Man. So Gold Experiences, so you got King Crimson who's like to go beyond, and you got basically Gold Experiences Requiem, which is like to go beyond. So I got to the point of where else can we go? It gets to that point, like, I don't know, it's like the episode of SpongeBob when he actually hits into like purgatory, or like the point of which he just kind of it makes sense. Yeah, that's actually not. Yeah, I quite like that actually. Rather than how Jonah said it, GR can turn any action into 0, meaning it never happened, even if you saw it happen. Ah, yeah, it actually makes sense. Huh, that's actually kind of cool in a way. Mura. Oh, I 37 over. Gold Experience Requiem Part 3. You will never go anywhere, especially not reality, ever. You goddamn kid! Gold Experience Requiem Part 3. Mura. You did it at last. Your gold experience evolved through the arrow. You didn't really see it or understand what it just did. But either way, the King Crimson was helpless against it. Oh, the boss's King Crimson was helpless against it. You finally defeated him. But wait a minute. Is he floating up anywhere? Well, where? Is he floating up? Where is he? Where's the corpse? Huh. Yeah, it's kind of... There's a theory that King Crimson erases the cause, so GR erases the effect and leaves you in an endless loop of cause. So in a way, does it cause a paradox, kind of? Like, I mean, because you got King Crimson who erases time, and you got basically that he that erases, like, returns everything to 0, kind of like almost in a way creates a paradox. Like, or am I just am I just spieling something that's just like not even like remotely associated with the whole entire thing? Ah, okay, I was gonna say, does it cause a kind of cause like a little paradox? But it doesn't. I mean, it kind of causes a paradox for anyway. But wait a minute. Is he floating up anywhere? Oh no, wait that bit. Read that bit already. Where? Find him, Jonah. Where is he? You know, just holding on for dear life. Oh, barely still. Oh, I'm still alive somehow. But what was that? The forecast. It showed my certain victory. But that Requiem, what did it? Must get in a sewer for now. Flee inside. Can my body still move? It leads beneath Roma. Good, I can still move. Did I get lucky? Still have the strength to climb on. You punk! You're trying to cripple my coat? And see it for me, not on my watch. Ah, you wanna go? Huh, bitch? Huh? Come on, you gonna go on or what? Diablo just doesn't get kind of a break. Oh, really? No, it's kind of depressing. Oh, wrong bottle of water. Oh, man. Don't fuck with me. Oh, I'll take you on, bring it. Well, huh? If you want my coat, then come and take it, you prick. Huh? Oh. Oh. What in the... Come on, bring it. This is... impossible. This can't be... I can't stand. Someone... Oh, won't anyone take my coat? This can't be happening. Not to me. It's like the same thing happened with Kira. Like, luck does not favour him in the end. It's pain, not here. I am Diablo. How can this scum? Oh, I'm blacking out. Ah, where am I? What? Where is this? Why am I sleeping on the bed? Did I pass out? I remember falling into a river and climbing into the sewer. The date is the 25th, 11:20 AM. Huh? File name is 68, headed by myself, Dr. Monica Ultero. Adult male, estimated age 30 to 40 years, identity unknown. Judging by the condition of his skin, he is estimated to have died 48 to 58 hours ago. Now performing the legally mandated necropsy. That's how you say it. What do you think you're saying? Hey, woman! What is this place? Why am I here? According to the report, the body was found near the mouth of the river, but he has inhaled little water, so drowning is not believed to be the cause of death. Ah, can't move. Not my fingers. Not even my entire body. What is this? Yeah, that's actually true. That is actually really freaking ironic. That's actually really, that is like bitter irony. Also, the fact is it just me or is everyone dying, like every single major bad guy in JoJo after part 4, like dying in like some really freaking ironic way? Because Kira died via an ambulance, like the thing that's meant to save him actually killed him, and then you had this thing with the the drugs. It's kind of like, wow, the irony. It's actually kind of like, wow. But for a second, you got to take a step back and realize that's actually brutal irony. You, woman, who are you? What are you doing? Why can't I be my body? And what is this pain? Cause of death has been determined to be a laceration extended to the liver. As there are no wounds from failed attempts, that eliminates the possibility of suicide. Now opening and inspecting the contents of the stomach to make sure. Whoa, alright. That's a healthy liver, very good colour. A dream? Was I having a dream? But it's not over yet. What is this place? What's going on? What is it? What is the time and where am I? This doesn't look like Roma. I remember falling into the Tiber River in Roma, and then that sensation, that pain beyond all imagination in the morgue, it felt too real to be a dream. Excuse me, you there? Are you feeling okay? What are you doing on the ground? Are you sick? What? What is this? Something's been strange this entire time. This can't be happening. Not like this. This is that God experience Requiem. Found him, Giorno. We have to find him, Giorno. We have to find him. I can still sense that he's alive. We can't rest easy until we're sure. No, we don't need to look. Everything is already over. Although I didn't get a clear look at Requiem's ability either, for some reason I know that in my heart he no longer has anywhere to go, especially not reality, never again. He will never even arrive at the reality of death infinitely. But he's still the ending is something which has no ending. That is God experience Requiem. What are you doing on the ground, mister? Do you have a does your tummy hurt? Huh? How many more times will I die? Where will it come from next? When will it strike next? Stay away from me. So basically, he's like stuck in an endless loop. It's like kind of stuck in an endless loop and like dying. That's man. So, stand name, God experience Requiem, host, Giovanna. Total force, none. Speed, none. Range, none. Permanence, none. Position, none. Growth, none. Ability. A stand power that manifests when a stand was pierced with the arrow. The strength of an attacker's will and actions will revert to 0. Those who are stuck by this power will have even their death reverted to 0, and thus continuously die an infinite number of times. Holy crap! He's literally like living inside like a... Yeah! He's just dying constantly. That's actually probably is the worst fate given to a JoJo villain so far. Just like seeing a death over and over and over and over again. Like people are like, hey no, Subaru, he's got it the worst because he sees a death over and over again. Hey, JoJo did it first. Good old Diablo is stuck just in an endless loop of death. Without actually be able to get out of it either, when you think about it. Oh man. Yeah. that's actually kind of terrifying. Like you're immortal, but you're immortal, but seeing a death over and over again. Jesus Christ, that's actually a next level death when you think about it. Actually, not technically dying, but dying exact same time. That's just, man. It's like he's immortal, but he's actually seeing his death over and over again. It's just like, there'll never be a time when he doesn't actually see it. God experience Requiem Part 4. Hey guys, just listen to me here. I was thinking about this last night. So, human flesh, if you ate it, would it taste good or would it taste bad? Stop talking about that, Meester. We're trying to eat here. What the hell? Why are you bringing that up out of nowhere? Bugger off and eat by yourself, alright? At last, we've done it. We're the victors, right? At last. Hey, let's get going already. Back to the Colosseum. Bucciarati's soul is back, but his body's still hurt. He's probably still in the Colosseum, wondering what happened to us. Let's go, Giorno. Come on to the Colosseum. Let's get Bucciarati healed and go home. Yeah, let's go. I'll be right there. Giorno, this is fine. Don't worry, Giorno. And Giorno. The fact that we made it here is complete victory. This is good. Everything will be fine. The fate is a sleeping slave. We have seen it. We have set it free. This is victory. All right, cutting the onions again. Jesus Christ. All right, cutting the onions, mate. Like, that's a pretty short chapter. Hold up a second here. Did they actually just skip an entire like 4 chapters? I don't know. Actually, it's kind of confusing me now. Hold on. So, what was the last one? 589. Okay. So it says epilogue. I was like, wait, what? Oh no, it's actually right. I was like, wait, what? I thought it got really confusing. I was like, did it just skip? No, because I said epilogue. I thought, wait, isn't the arc not over yet? But I guess it's still going. It's fine. That really confused my brain. I was like, because sometimes Thingy skips over certain pages. Because I had it with some mangas that I've read, that my reader tends to skip over certain chapters. That's why I thought to myself, did it just skip right to the end? Just listen to me. I've been thinking real hard about eating, because whether or not you're living a happy life depends on it. That's why I think this is so important. So anyway, there are animals that eat meat to survive, right? Like lions, cats, and bald eagles. But you can never order the meat of these carnivores at restaurants. Why? It's because they smell too nasty to eat? They taste horrible? Yeah, guys? Cats taste too nasty to eat. You with me? Yeah, an Iron Chef could have promised me that it's tasty and I still wouldn't eat a cat. It is true. It is true. I agree with that completely. Epilogue, sleeping slaves. On the other hand, you guys never heard of sweet fish. Sweet fish don't eat bugs. They're herbivores. They only eat algae. Normally fish guts are all bitter and gross, but if it's sweet fish, you can eat the guts just fine, because it's not a carnivore. So I thought about it, and it turns out all of the meat we like to eat is herbivore meat. Beef, pork, chicken. Give them good grass and they'll taste Jesus Christ, my throat. My throat is giving out. Give them good grass and they'll taste even better. Yeah, seeing Fugo back is just like kind of got me in the heart a little bit. Seeing a Bucciarati and Uncia back as well, that's just even worse. So the conclusion, humans eat meat so they taste gross. But what do you think of my idea? Those horror novels and stuff all tell you how good human flesh tastes, but it's all made up. I see that, dude. That does sound convincing. I eat more veggies and fruits than the meat, though. God, you might taste pretty good then, and aren't you? Don't encourage him. Oh, Bucciarati. I took you a while. Where were you? We started eating without you. You remember lucky-eyed Luca? He's in charge of the airport. They found his corpse. He died an unnatural death. Let's investigate. Orders from Capo Polpo. That punk? I never liked him. He had it coming. He always picks on the weak and sells drugs to kids. I'm betting he just overdosed on his own goods and fried his brain. And aren't you, regardless of what you may think, you must never say such things out loud, nor not in our world. Will I be investigating? You're set to become a couple yourself. There's no need for you to spend your time on these matters. I'll do it myself. By the way, Fulgo. Oh right, I forgot. We have a guest. He's been waiting for you all morning. He's a civilian who runs a flower shop in Plaza Monte Santo. We ran a background check. He's a normal, honest man. But his only daughter passed away about half a year ago. Mr. Bucciarati, first, as you can see, I have a bad leg. Although normally my wife would have come here with me, I must apologize for coming alone today. Do you pay your taxes? Pardon me? Do you do your duty to your country and pay your taxes as an honest citizen should? What do you mean? Of course I do. Although I do not know what you wish to speak to me about. There's no place for a civilian like you. If you're paying your taxes, then you should take your matters to the police or the court of law. The moment you begin speaking to me, you will owe a debt to the gang, and one greater than you can imagine. I have done what everyone in this country does. I work for my family, trust in the law, and raise my child well. My only daughter, she turned 17 last September. I don't mean to impose, but I would like to speak to you in private from this point on. I wish you to continue. If you wish to continue, then I regret to inform you that they place a great deal of trust in me, and vice versa. I could never bring myself to tell them to stop their meal and leave this building. This all started a few months ago. I heard from my wife that my daughter found a boyfriend. It seems that my daughters are reluctant to directly tell their fathers of such things. That boyfriend was a young up and coming sculptor. I thought that was fine, but what I didn't like was that despite being older than my daughter, that man never even tried to come over and introduce himself to us. And soon after, my daughter went to his apartment, clutched one of his sculptures in strangely shaped stone, and she fell into the courtyard. Forgive me for losing my control of my emotions, but why must I cry in such bitter tears? My daughter was my hope. She was young and shining with beauty. I would like you to avenge my daughter. Give that man his just deserts. Ooh, okay. Wait a moment. What you just said, was this a murder? Are you claiming this boyfriend pushed your daughter off the roof? If this is a murder in this city, then I should have heard of it by now. These are my life savings. I will give it all to you. The police declared it a suicide without proper investigation into that man. My daughter was not the kind of girl who would have ever wanted to kill herself. The lawyers only wasted my time and don't believe a word I said. There are things that only my family will understand. My wife and I can say with conviction that our daughter would never have committed suicide. And even if it were a suicide, what happened on the roof of his apartment that could have driven my daughter to such a thing? I beg of you, please settle matters for me. I want that man to taste the same tears of despair that I cry now. Life can be difficult at times. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Do you think we're hitmen? Do you think we're hitmen who perform lynching over misguided grudges? The people of the city trust you. I want you to bring him to justice. Justice? Mr. Florist, you told me that you wished to speak in private. Wasn't that because you knew you were saying something that you shouldn't be saying? Huh? However, there are things that only a family will understand. Those words are not something that can be spoken lightly. I find it hard to believe your words have not moved a single heart in half a year. This boyfriend, we'll see what he knows. Huh? We'll only take part of your payment if we'll only take I can't speak now. Holy crap. We will only take your payment if that man is found guilty. Will that be acceptable? Oh, Mr. Bucciarati, Mister. I'll just leave this matter to you, okay? Sure. Oh. It's there. The ball's there. Oh man, we're getting like a little thing about yeah, it tends to happen when I read. I get tongue-tied quite easily. I don't know why. It's always a thing. That's why whenever I read out loud, I tend to kind of mark up a lot. It's because I get tongue-tied. It's just a thing that happens with me quite a bit. I get used to it after a while. It kind of leaves me for a bit and just comes back randomly. Like, whoa, okay, all right. Thanks for that. But yeah. So, born Bucciarati, age 20. So, date of birth, September 27th, 1980. Blood type A, height 178 centimeters. History. He was born in a fishing village without much wealth and was drawn into a drug-related incident. He committed murder to protect his father's life, thus entering this world. The basis of Bucciarati's personality is the kindness that he inherited from his father. His father's wholehearted love for his family formed the foundation of Bucciarati's personality. Even after he entered the world of gangsters, people still admired Bucciarati's personality and put their faith in him. However, as fate would have it, that kind of became his weakness. So, favorite music. It's Arhata and Pitcher's Brew by Miles Davis. So favorite song, Il Postino. Favorite food, spaghetti alla botarga. Oven-baked porcini mushrooms with scallops. Least favorite food, beans and apples. Ah man, apples my favorite. What's this stone? Sleeping Slaves Part 2. Please kill me, huh? Sleeping Slaves Part 2. Hey, did anyone say anything? What did you say just now? Did any of you say anything to me? Didn't you hear him, Bucciarati? He said he's leaving the case of Flores to you. Come on already. Bucciarati has to investigate Leaky-Eyed Luca, so we'll drop you off on the way. He's already at the parking lot. No, that's not what I meant. Whew, man. It's getting intense again. Mister, don't make a mess of the restaurant stuff. Put that thing back on the pedestal. Did I put the stone here? Was it here the entire time? Did I knock it off the pedestal? Be careful standing up. Don't knock the chair behind. The chair from behind. Mister, here's the address to the apartment and the photo of the boyfriend. You have the tape recorder, right? Anyway, your job is to find this guy and make him talk. If he resists, I won't mind if you get a bit violent with him. Just get a clear confession out of him. How far should I go? Like, worst case scenario, what if he really did push the girl off? We aren't hitmen. Just make him unable to stand up for the next 4 to 5 years, and the police take it from there. That should state the florist's appetite for the vengeance as well. Get in the car. We'll drop you off. Oh, hey, where are you going? Get in the car. We're leaving. Right, but more to the right. There, perfect. Mister, are you getting in the car or are you taking the piss instead? No, I'll be right there, okay? It's just, well, I've been feeling a bit weird this whole time. Been hearing things. Something's wrong? No, nothing big. It's just I've got something the florist said on my mind. So about his daughter, he did say that she was clutching a stone when she jumped from the roof into the courtyard, right? It's kind of slipped my mind, but did he ever say what kind of stone this stone was? Stone? Like its shape? How big was it? He was a sculptor, yeah. This boyfriend of hers, he said it had a strange shape. A strange shape? So, what shape was it exactly? See you later, fam. Have a nice rest of the day. Oh, my throat. I thought my throat go a bit dry after that point. All the florist said was that it was strangely shaped. What are you getting at, mister? Well, the stone's everywhere now. Fugo, hey, look, there it is again, over there. You guys, have you seen that thing before? You've seen that thing before too, right? Hey, wait up, Fugo, stop the car. What's wrong? Well, you're asking me why? Come the fuck on. You saw it too, didn't you? Just like the one in the restaurant. Just stop the car for what? What's the same as in the restaurant? No, it's fine, forget it. I thought it looked similar though. I was just seeing things, that's all. It was nothing. Are you okay? How much wine did you have? Are you sure you can do this job on your own? Should I do it for you? Hey, I'm not drunk. Fine, sorry, I shouldn't have said anything really. Sorry for causing so much trouble. It's fine, just let me off here. The apartment that one over there, right? I'll walk the rest of the way. Oh, fine. Would you like me to go? Maybe someone should help Misa do this job, huh? No, I'll go with Misa. If Misa isn't drunk, just in case I remembered a rumor that lately stand users have been gathering in this city for some reason. For the investigation of Leaky-Eyed Luca, all you need to do is find the cause of death. Fugo, it seems you'll be doing it after all. Although I doubt either of these will amount to much. True. His room on the 7th floor, and the roof is above that. His name is I haven't had a name in ages to pronounce in Italian, but now I've got one. Okay, Google Translate. I'm not going to try. So it's S-C-O... Oh, damn it. S-C-O-L-I-P-P-I, I think, isn't it? Isn't it? L-P-P-I? Yeah. Yes, Scolipi. Just in case. I didn't want to risk this one. But yeah, it's Scolipi. That's how we say it. That's how we say it. Here's the courtyard, huh? So the florist's daughter fell from the roof and landed somewhere in here. Ding! I like it. He's a man that shoots first and asks question later. Doesn't even hesitate. Just shoots straight away. A stand. Then in this case, there's a stand. A stand. Then this case, there's a stand user involved in this. And what's this? What is this stone? It's shaped like Bucciarati. It looks like it's bleeding. Ooh. So Trish Una, age 15. So, stand name, Spice Girl. Date of birth, June 8th, 1985. Blood type A, height 163 centimeters. History. The true daughter of Diavolo, the boss. Before he became a stand user, and before he became the boss of the gang, not even he knew of her birth. Until now, she lived the life as an ordinary middle schooler, and her talent for her stand ability remained dormant. But as she approached the boss, her father, and she fled for her life, she was cornered, and Spice Girl emerged. Personality. Can act misophobic at times and screams if she touches chairs of similar objects that have lingering body heat from other people. This caused her to seem selfish at first glance. However, she has matured during this journey and proved that she is not as shallow as she may appear. So, favourite actors: Gwyneth Paltrow, Marcello Mastroianni. Oh. So favourite germs. Ah, makes sense. Misophobic. So, favourite fashion brand, Dolce & Gabbana. Favourite food, Perrier, French water brand. Sour salads, crab. Least favourite foods, pizza, margarita, mushrooms, orange juice. Least favourite thing, anything that isn't beautiful, insects, smelly men. Well, there you are. The more you know. Bucciarati, this stone shape. You! Sleeping Slaves Part 3. What the hell are you? Sleeping Slaves Part 3. I said Part 2 originally, didn't I? Part 3, sorry. Part 3. Ah, don't try anything funny. I was ordered not to kill you, but now that I know you're a stand user, I can't guarantee that you won't get a new hole between your eyes anymore. Who are you? How do you know Bucciarati? There's also the death of the florist's daughter, but first, why did you follow me from the restaurant? Daughter? Are you a policeman? No, the police wouldn't do something like this. Whoa! Listen up, you little puke. I'm the one who asked the questions. All you do is answer them. See? Now he's a ask question first, shoots later kind of guy. All you do is answer them. Don't think about anything else. Got it? Don't say or do anything you don't have to, because when you do that, you start lying too. Okay, one at a time. We're going in order. Are you a gangster? What family are you in? We will just look that up later. No, I'm just a sculptor. I'm not famous, but I get by. Then how did you become a stand user? I don't know what a stand is. If you mean my ability, I suddenly discovered it when I was a kid. Did it happen to you too? Hey, rub. Next question. Why did you follow me from the restaurant? And how do you know Bucciarati? Bucciarati? Bucciarati is that his name? Let me meet him. He came here with you, right? To his apartment. Ah, oh, hey. You're not answering my questions, dumbass. This might not be the answer you want to hear, but this stone moves with no regard to my will. It's been like this ever since I was a kid. It has a power that I can do nothing to resist. The stone didn't follow you here. Huh. Really? It's actually interesting. Ah, you're right, yeah. It was him. It followed Bucciarati. Oh, really? You think so? You never want your hands to hold a chisel ever again? Because I'll make that happen. Sorry, but Bucciarati's far, far away from here. Too bad, sucker. Oh yeah, you're right. That's actually kind of interesting. You're the one who's lying. Bucciarati should be in this apartment. Let me meet him. His life depends on it. Ah, don't play games with me. You killed the florist's daughter, didn't you? What are you trying to do? What the hell are you doing? I told you not to do anything funny. The stone is gone. Michelangelo, who shines upon the apex of history, once said, "When I sculpt marble, I have no ideas in my mind. The form of the stone shall be sculpted into has already been set." When I sculpt marble, I have no ideas in my mind. The form the stone shall be sculpted into has already been set. All my hands do is bring that form out from within the stone. What the hell are you going on about, jackass? If you don't get that stone back here right now, then you're dead. Michelangelo said that he didn't think about the ultimate form of the stone as he sculpted. Fate had already embedded it with the stone. He was an artist who could see fate as he sculpted. Oh, okay. That form of Bucciarati was not sculpted by me. And it was not sculpted by your bullets either. That is its fated form. The statue was bleeding from a hole in his chest, wasn't it? I didn't know whether it would take a few days or a few months, but that is how Bucciarati will die in the near future. And we are all slaves of fate. That is the meaning of my ability rolling stones. Hey! Here we go. Last warning, bring that stone back. If you die, then your stand goes with it too, you got that? If he touches my rolling stones, then he will be able to die without suffering. I wanted to meet him and ask him if he had any last words at the very least. But what's this guy's deal? This fucker's messing with me. How can he be this calm, goddammit? Fine, you wanna die, huh? You want me to paint these walls with your brains? Huh, bitch? Look at that. I left 3 shots inside. This is how you use fate. I know you're trying to do something to Bucciarati. Now bring that stone back. Time and probability are not on your side here. I told you, there is nothing I can do about it. Bring it back, you bastard. The old florist, he had a bad leg, didn't he? He may not know about it, but that is the first symptoms of disease affecting his internal organs. However, he should survive. When his daughter died, her organs were preserved in an organ bank. They will be transported into him. His son took a form that told her that she would suffer from the same disease a few months after her father, and the form of the stone also signaled her death. She understood and trusted it. Rather than dying in pain, she chose to die while she was still healthy for her father's sake. She accepted the stone and held it. The stone killed her without any suffering and without harming the cells of her organs either. Huh. You're asking for death, and I'm gonna give it to you. But what? It misfired me, so the gunpowder didn't go off. How? Number 5 was in charge of that bullet. I cannot die just yet because that stone hasn't sculpted my death. You think it's gonna misfire twice in a row, huh? Now you comprehend what the fated form is. You have lost all will to shoot me. Isn't that right? What in the hell? This freaking goddammit. What was he saying? Fucking thinks he can mess with me? Hello, are you there, Fugel? You gotta tell Bucciarati the sculptor was a stand user. He was saying all sorts of crap about Bucciarati, and I can't make any sense of it on my own. What do you mean, mister? You two haven't met up yet. If you're looking for Bucciarati, he left for the apartment a long time ago. He followed you in right after you got off the car. Hello, mister? Hello, mister? What did you say? Whew, okay. Wrong water again. Don't pick it up again. Man, okay. Alright, this is actually getting interesting. So, Gino Giovanni, age 15. Date of birth, April 16, 1985, blood type AB, height 172 centimeters. His father was Dio, who survived using Jonathan and Joestar's body. His mother is Japanese. What Gino desires most is hope. He has faith that he can reach any destination as long as he has hope. In his childhood, Gino received almost no love from his mother and was actually abused by his stepfather. The humanity that an unknown gangster showed him when Gino was away from breaking down became his justice and his hope. So, favourite music, Jeff Beck. Favourite story, Les Miserables. Favourite food, chocolate pudding octopus salad. Least favourite foods, poultry, especially duck meat. Hero, the unknown gangster he met as a child. Right, so Sleeping Slaves Part 4. Give me his number, I've got to find him. Tell me the number to Bucciarati's phone. You're the one who's making no sense here, Meester. You're calling Bucciarati's phone right now, and I told you he already went into the apartment. He just sit still and you should see him soon enough. Pant, 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 pant. Move quick, Pistols. Find Bucciarati. Sleeping Slaves Part 4. Hey, wake up, sculptor boy. How do I stop the stone? Wake the fuck up and answer me, you bastard. How do I stop the stone from getting to Bucciarati? Please. Please tell me. All the stuff that you said, I don't know why, but it's starting to make sense now. But what should I do? Please. I need to stop Bucciarati from touching that stone. I'll do anything. Please tell me. Just accepting the stone instead of resisting it would be so much easier. However, if you could either destroy the stone, although nobody has ever done it before, if you could either destroy the stone or change its form, then perhaps. Found him, Meester. Number 1 is reporting in. He says he's on the 7th floor. Huh? Bucciarati's going up the stairs of the apartment, the 7th floor where we were. He's trying to get to the 7th floor by stairway. What? Oh no! It's a stone. The stone is on the stairs too. The stone is right in front of Bucciarati. Stop here, number 1. Tell Bucciarati not to touch the stone. He can't, Meester. Number 1 at least saw him from far away. The bullets don't have enough power left to make it over there. Bucciarati! Oh, my eye. It's going weird. Get itchy, my eye. Pistols. Made it. That was close. And it's getting carved too. Wow. Hey, doesn't it look like it's bleeding? At least it's changed a different form, but it looks like the hole in its chest is getting bigger. Pistols. What in the world is happening here? Is this a stand? I was climbing up the stairs because I heard gunshots. And a stone is shaped like. See your fingers. Don't attack it, Bucciarati. You can't touch that thing. Meester, get downstairs, Bucciarati. You can't touch that stone. Lay just one finger on that thing and you'll die. I'll explain the rest later. Wah! Get down now. Get out of this apartment and run as far away as you. I did it again. That's how it left the elevator. Ah, crap. We can't stay in the stairwell. We've got to find another way down. We can't take the stairs. The window is the best way out, always. Get up the stairs, Bucciarati. Where is it? It's gone. Damn, where did it go? Shit, it's above you, Bucciarati. Shit. It's... This is a really weird place to end. Like inherently kind of a weird place. I quite like it though. So did the whole entire manga end on the end of Gold Experience's Requiem, but it's actually an extra part. Kind of like I guess like a little add-on on the end, if you get what I mean. Don't know how to explain it. Is that 593? That was 593. So this is the last chapter then, I believe. Jesus Christ. Show me the page length. There it is. It is. It's the last chapter. With this... Oh, okay. I was going to say, it seems a little bit weird. So, stand name, Rolling Stones. Host name, Scopoli. Sense of force, none. Speed, B. Range, A. Penance, A. Position, E. Growth, none. Ability, a stone which takes the form of someone who is fated to die at the time of their death. Then, it follows that person in order to euthanize them without any suffering. The irresistible power of the fate is stand's energy, and it moves with no regard to its host, Scopoli's will. It could be considered an authentic stand. Oh, it makes sense then. Yeah, I was going to say, because I was wondering, it's like this, it's kind of a weird place to kind of add on to it, but once you actually kind of realise it towards the actual whole entire manga, it all makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense now, the whole entire idea of fate. So Stephen says part 5. What? What is this stone face? If I break the stone, if I can, change its form. Mister! Stephen says part 5. Huh. If I can slam it into the ground, it will break into pieces. You're not fucking getting away from me! Mister, no! Mister's got a disregard for his entire, like, well-being, doesn't he? Like, he throws himself in a situation when you think about it. Huh. Freaking sculptor boy was completely right, every last word. If the stone hasn't been sculpted into your form, then that means it's not your time to die yet, and it wasn't sculpted into my form, so I won't die even if I jump out. What's got into you, Mister? What's got into you, Mister? You left a tape recorder on your seat. I drove back to give it to you. Hey, Fugo, is that you? Fugo looks so done with everything. What's that stone, Mister? How many coincidences link up to make this happen? Nothing, Bucciarati. You'll be fine now. Well, I'm not sure what to say. First, about the death of the florist's daughter. The sculptor was kind of the killer, but also really wasn't kinda. Well, I roughed him up, so he'll be in the hospital for the next month or two. Seriously, do you ever make any sense? Was he even an enemy or an ally? Was it suicide or homicide? Explain it one at a time. Well, about that, I still don't have it figured out in my head either. Long story short, I broke the stone, so it's all over. Hey, Bucciarati, I'll investigate Leaky Eye Luca. No. Oh, my eye's itchy again. I think I can finish that before you can finish explaining. I'll take the metro. I should be able to hand it on my own. Fugo, listen to Mister and figure out what to tell the old florist. Like I said, I'm not sure how to put it. Bucciarati, I'll do anything for you, but do you really think I can understand anything he says? Over? You think it's over? If he hadn't resisted and just accepted Rolling Stones, it would have ended peacefully. We all slaves to fate. In the end, not even they could change its form. I don't know who they are, but a perilous road lies ahead before them, and several of them will die upon it. But are they all like him, jumping out from there to destroy the stone, for their teammate that man named Bucciarati, with no hesitation? There may be some purpose to the perilous road they may tread. Perhaps their perils will serve some great purpose and bring hope to someone. I cannot pray for their safety, but I will pray that they are sleeping slaves, and when they wake, that these sleeping slaves shall fulfill some purpose. Hey, I like it. You actually feed it into the actual end of it. It's actually really freaking neat. Hey, get a move on. If you don't go, then who's gonna heal Bucciarati, huh? Whoa, you dizzy, Trish? Careful now. Thanks. But like something just popped up by my feet. Huh? Trish! Hey, Trish! Where are you, Trish? Trish! Hey, Juno. Where is she? Where's Trish? I don't believe it. Trish is right there, Mister. Lisa, Giorno, I'm right here. I didn't trip over this stone lump. Look behind it. Don't leave me here. If you go out without me, I don't know how long it'll take to get to the Colosseum. I guess it's the turtle. Polnareff? You're alive? But now that soul switching back to normal, your soul is, well, you and a turtle, it's all. My body has already died over it. Died over now, it seems. But this turtle stand is pretty impressive. I managed to cling on to it inside in the moment that my soul was sucked out. I cannot leave the turtle's key, but I've decided to live inside the turtle as a ghost for a while. He's forever a turtle. And Misa's face. I can't leave the turtle's key, but I've decided to live inside this turtle as a ghost for a while. But he's got a TV at least. He's got entertainment. That's the main thing. Well, I'm glad to see you're alive. It's not over just yet. We're going to heal Bucciarati's wounds in the Colosseum. Bucciarati? I'm certain I saw his soul rise. Sniff, sniff. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, sorry. I was wondering if you were right. Maybe I really do smell weird. So this is how I smell. Maybe I should use cologne. Really? Although I said some weird things back then, maybe it was because I was so frantic back then, but I don't mind it anymore. Yeah, it actually smells pretty comforting now. Really? You think so? Yes, but your fingers still look funny. That which we have inherited from the deepest... that which we have inherited from the departed must be taken onwards. I will not destroy this arrow. Put the arrow into the turtle. That will do, Giorno. That is the duty of the survivors. Now let's go to the Colosseum. Part 5. Fine. It's over. Oh man. It's over, man. It's over. It's ended. We finished part 5. Oh, that was great. I'm gonna leave it on that little thing at the end. I like that. I think it's actually a really freaking neat little thing at the end. Oh man. We reached the end of part 5. And it's just, oh, I love it. I think it has a bad rap. I think it's a major thing I can't take away from JoJo Part 5. It has too much of a bad rap, but maybe it's just because of the bad translations that were beforehand. But it generally does have everything that makes JoJo pretty freaking great beforehand. I don't understand why everyone kind of didn't really like it too much. I mean, it has great character development. Every single character grows on you as time goes on. It has those poignant moments, and it all really worked. And even the bad guy, granted, I don't know. I think I like Diavolo's other personality more than I like actual Diavolo. I think I like Doppio a bit better. But I don't know. I don't know whether or not I kind of prefer him over Kira yet. I don't know. I have to kind of see an anime form to actually kind of figure that one out, because it's kind of one of those things. Kira's one of those 1 in a million kind of bad guys that we will never see ever again. So I don't know whether or not we actually ever will trump him, but I think Diavolo kind of is great in his own right. I mean, his stand is kind of more formidable than any other thing, like any other stand user that came before as a bad guy in JoJo. I mean, he's that more terrifying because King Crimson's literally invincible. Yeah, how can everyone says Giorno's boring? Giorno's fantastic. Like, he's probably the best protagonist we ever got so far. I mean, I say that about every single protagonist, but Josuke really was kind of the beginning of this, like, kind of renaissance in the protagonists within JoJo. I wouldn't say Diablo's lame. I don't know whether or not they kind of got enough time, if you get what I mean, to actually kind of really fully kind of grasp the idea. Because Kira was kind of that kind of character which was in... He was shrouded in mystery, but you really did get to know what kind of character he really was. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe Kira was better in the last section of part 4 than I say Diavolo was. I don't know, because I think Diavolo had a better stand, while Kira was a better bad guy. if you get what I mean. Because in part 4, you've really got to understand that it was actually his world at the end. He was actually in charge of that world. Diablo really didn't kind of have that time. He didn't really kind of really ever seem like... Yeah, he's interesting. It's another major thing. You don't really disregard him completely. I think he's a more interesting bad guy. But yeah, it's just the fact that Diablo didn't have time to shine at all. Diablo just kind of... He came and went, if you get what I mean. The same thing that happened with Gold Experience's Requiem. It kind of came and went. That if it had more time to shine, I think it'd be a bit more impactful. But I don't disregard him completely. I think he's probably the second best. Maybe just scraping against Dio. I don't know, because it's just... He's interesting. He's got something. His backstory is actually interesting as well. Like, I think he's fleshed out enough to actually kind of make him a little bit more interesting than just your average bad guy in JoJo. I think he's fleshed out enough that you actually can get behind him for a bit. But Doppio on his own is actually freaking fantastic, don't get me wrong. I think... Yeah, that's the problem. I think Kira was too good. I think Kira's way too good for JoJo, that he did it too soon. Kira needed to be kind of later into the series, and it wouldn't have been so like kind of you need to find someone better than him, because Kira is too good for JoJo to actually ever find someone to top him, because he is. He's literally he's so fantastic as a villain. The way his mannerisms just evoke that, and the way he acts, the way he actually lives in the world, it really does do that. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think as a bad guy he was better, but I think Diablo Stan was way better as a stand. I think it was a bit more interesting. And don't get me wrong, I mean Killer Queen was pretty freaking fantastic, but I kind of like King Crimson a little bit better because it's a bit more of an interesting kind of stand. It kind of had more stakes, if you get what I mean. But also, I think the actual kind of gang themselves, the whole entire gang is actually a lot better than part 4. I think Araki really understood how to actually go forward with the actual kind of, what's it called, the actual gang itself, to actually kind of develop them, to actually kind of, you get behind it, because again, we really haven't had a poignant moment like that one with Bucciarati and the whole entirety of JoJo. I mean, part 4 had a bit with Shigechi, that bit was kind of poignant, but the bit with Bucciarati at the end really kind of hit home, and it kind of, that wouldn't have never worked without like without Araki's kind of writing prowess. And that's why I kind of say the gang in this one's the best one that we've got thus far, because of that reason. It's because the writing, the development, like really kind of brought that out. It really kind of brought that out. That's why we kind of stood behind everyone in this whole entire manga. That's why every single death kind of meant a little bit more, because part 4, yeah, Okuyasu's death was kind of like tragic for that one little bit, so was Rohan's. But this one, the stakes were kind of a little bit more higher. But at the same time, the deaths of the characters besides Bucciarati kind of felt a bit too quick. Like, I don't know. That was the only thing I kind of took away. That I was kind of like, I don't know, because Abbacchio's one happened like that. You kind of just had to go, wait, what? Like, you're kind of sitting there going, how am I meant to process this? Like, yeah, I mean, I get the process behind what he was trying to do, because he's trying to say that like King Crimson's literally this fast, you can't ever react towards him. It's that whole entire idea. But at the same time, you kind of like, you can't take in that death. Yeah, you feel that absence there in the whole entire crew, but you never get to actually kind of feel that or lament that death. Again, granted, it could be on purpose. Same thing with Ananchi. Ananchi's one happened like that. It kind of felt a bit too quick, but you couldn't really lament the death. Granted, yeah, we didn't need like 5 chapters just to kind of say, well, look, Ananchi's like gone. We can't do this. Hello. But I mean, maybe kind of yeah, that's the thing. You kind of have a double-edged sword when you kind of explain about the deaths. It's either you either say it's actually kind of purposeful or it's not. It's either there's two sides to the argument. There's a purposeful side to actually kind of say that Araki's trying to say, look, there is no safe place in his manga right now. When he's there, you're screwed. You have no safe place. But at the same time, it's that whole entire idea, but these characters we've been following this whole entire time have died this quickly. We can't ever lament this death because we just don't know what happened. We can't ever just go, well, that's what happened, because we can't. It's just, it's too quick. But it's the whole entire idea that I think it's purposeful why it was done that way. But I mean, yeah, it was kind of sad because Abbacchio was a great character. Like, he had a great purpose to why he was there. It's kind of sad that he went out the way he did because it was way too quick. But again, it was purposeful why he did it. That's the only thing that I really... It's just one of those things that it's kind of a double-edged sword when you kind of bring the cons into JoJo, because you can always just kind of counteract it with something about, like, everything else about the manga, because it always kind of factors into everything else that happened beforehand. That's why I kind of find about this manga as well, that same thing with the whole thing about Bucciarati's death. Like, you could just say, yeah, it was terrible, but at the same time, you can say, well, no, it wasn't, because it was purposeful why it was there. I don't know, Beach Boy is probably my favourite one. I think Beach Boy is my favourite stand. Maybe Green Day as well. I don't know. I think the one before the Colosseum was probably the best arc of any minor villain, I believe. Like, it was the Green Day and Oasis one, I think, was the best one, because it was actually kind of terrifying. I think I actually quite like that one, because you really got to see that there was actually this terrifying, like, presence within this world. Like, I like the fact that these stand users got a little bit more terrifying. They weren't kind of cookie cutter. Like, you kind of get to the point that you kind of fear that this manga would get stale when it comes to stand users. Like, the idea that, yes, he's brought it in part 3 or 4 fresh as anything, but when part 4 comes along, you've seen it all before, what's the point? But Araki kind of understood that and kind of just went, no, I won't do that, and actually kind of just did everything he could to make it feel like natural and a kind of little bit less like kind of formulaic. And the same thing applies here. Like, no stand user really ever felt the same. Like, you really got to see they actually lived and breathed in this world. They actually felt, you actually felt like they deserved to be there. They weren't just kind of cannon fodder. They weren't kind of what they were in part 3, which kind of was cannon fodder. They were a roadblock in part 3. They weren't so much here. They were kind of, in a way, a roadblock, but it wasn't so much that way, because they all kind of did something towards the actual whole entire, like, rest of the whole entire manga, because it developed some character in their own way. I mean, I can see that argument. I can see the fact that it wasn't really a final fight, but at the same time, when you think about it, the final fight really was, he got the fate worse than death, so there wasn't really a final fight there. There wasn't really needed one, because in the end, Diavolo got, like, Diavolo kind of got, like, his just desserts, and then some as well, because he actually kind of got he got fate worse than death, basically just kind of going with the same death as the whole entire time. Yeah. Because, I mean, I don't mind it, because the actual way he went out was pretty freaking great anyway. I kind of liked it. Hello, as well. You actually finally made it into a stream. Yeah, I don't know. I liked it either way. I liked how Diavolo went out, because he actually got his just dessert. He kind of, in a way, got ironic death, and actually now he exists in his plane constantly, like, seeing his death over and over again, while also being immortal. It's actually kind of interesting. That's why I like it. I don't really see the criticisms, like, because it's just, there's always something you can always say about it that kind of counteracts the argument again at the same time. It's what's interesting about this manga. There's always something else you can say, well, actually, no, when you think about it this way, it's actually that. It's actually kind of interesting. That's what I like about it. It's like, not a lot do it. Not a lot ever have that kind of counteract argument. Once you say, well, look at it this way, you won't ever see that the same way. That's what I always found about it. But I mean, yeah, I think Giorno is probably the best protagonist. I think so. I think I liked the fact he came from Dio. I liked it. I mean, if anything, it would have felt a bit stupid in the end if he were to come from Dio and he didn't really do anything besides being a kind of a conventional protagonist. But the way he developed, the way he actually came to flourish later on, it really kind of just, you really got to see how much different he was to Dio, how he wasn't that character, how he wasn't his son at all. Like, he really, if you put them side by side, you wouldn't ever really say that that's his son, because he's so much different. He's more Jonathan than he is Dio, which technically is true, because Dio technically, Teo is the head, but Jonathan's the body. I don't know. I think Diavolo, Kira, and possibly and probably Fujisaki for Noragami all deserve like an infinite death. Yeah, that's a major thing. You can see the personality traits, but I think maybe Jonathan's a bit more in there than say Dio. But Dio's only got the head, so he is Dio's secondary son. I always will say that. Is Dio's secondary son. Like, he isn't his primary son, his secondary son. It's technically Jonathan Joestar's son. Technically, if we get technical about it. But yeah, I mean, he is great. I think he's probably the best protagonist we got so far. I liked his resolve. He actually goes above and beyond your normal conventional protagonist that you generally see in these kind of things, especially in the shonen manga as well, because you have to kind of realize that these protagonists get the same as time goes on. You just get to the point you're like, I've seen this all before. The whole Naruto syndrome, that you have this underdog that rises to the top, and it kind of doesn't really work. But Rohan's in my brain now. Giorno's kind of different, because he actually had a resolve from the start, and the resolve he actually had was kind of just, and he actually got there in the end. Yeah, I mean, I liked him because he actually, how he lived really was how you'd imagine him to live. It's the major thing with him. Like he's an honorable man, even though the person he came from really didn't kind of wasn't that honorable in the first place when you think about it. Like the head, not the body. It always get confusing. We have to like kind of say no, the head, not the body, because it's technically not Dio. It's Io. It's Dionathan. It's Dionathan. Joestar. That's how I want to call him now, Dionathan. But yeah, I mean, all in all, I can't say I ever felt this manga was boring. Like that's the major thing. I quite like the fact that it was really, really relentlessly paced. Like you really just never had a dull moment. Like that's what I like. That's what I like about it. Like I said it beforehand, but I do see this manga as Expendables 2 of the kind of JoJo universe. You have JoJo Part 4, which was phenomenal. Like it really was. Probably is the best anime of the decade. Then you have Part 5, which really took what was good about Part 4, but exemplified it while kind of giving its own like kind of spin on it, but also being just really freaking fun. Yeah, that's true. That's what I liked about it. It's just the fact that it was so much fun to read. Like it was never a dull moment. That's what Expendables 2 is really as well. Same thing with Purge Anarchy as well. Like they exist in their own plane of freaking awesome, that you just kind of respect it. Is that one that I think once it gets animated, people will actually probably enjoy it more than Part 4. I think just because it has that essence of fun. It never kind of that it never kind of feels as if you're kind of like wasting time. It's not really a time waster kind of manga. I don't find Sleeping Slave unnecessary, because when you factor in the meaning behind it, yeah, actually my words, it makes sense why it was there. I mean, yeah, it's an odd placement to say the least, because it's actually right at the end after you defeated the main bad guy. I mean, you could have had it beforehand, but at the same time, it didn't really feel unnecessary, because it kind of just told you about the idea of fate, and it kind of fed into the theme of fate, as Rohan said beforehand. Like, it kind of feeds into this idea of fate. That's why I quite liked about it. So there's nothing really wasted. That's the major thing. I mean, nothing really kind of felt as if, well, they didn't need to be there. Could have changed that, or that, anything like that. Yeah. Yeah, it is a major contrast, but it just works. It works in conjunction with the whole entire manga as a whole. Because that's a major thing. It's one of those things that you don't mind it, because it works towards the idea and the actual kind of meaning behind it and the themes behind it. That's what I like about it. The major thing I liked about it. But yeah, I mean, I can't begrudge it. I can't say I didn't enjoy myself, because I did. I mean, it was just one of those. It's one of those things that you could sit down for an hour, read a volume, and you're like, yeah, it's pretty freaking great. Like you never really ever found yourself like, well, another volume of JoJo, Part 5, and you never really felt that. I mean, hopefully once the anime comes out, I do it justice, because I think maybe this will be loved more as an anime than a manga, because I think maybe Part 5 just exists better as probably like an anime, because of how it's like kind of structured and everything like that. I mean, yeah, it was the manga, don't get me wrong, but I think maybe it might get a new lease of life and a new kind of fan appreciation as an anime. The cool kids love Part 5. I mean, I do love it. I think it's actually, I think it's my favorite part, just because of how well it all kind of came to be. How it all just came to be in the end, which is great. I like King Crimson as well. I think people kind of kind of over blew King Crimson to a point that you kind of said to yourself, well, alright, it must be really freaking, what was Araki smoking at that point? But once you actually kind of just, like, simmered down and actually kind of just sat down and went, well, no, it actually makes sense. Like, nothing really ever makes, nothing ever really makes no sense in the whole entire thing. Like, King Crimson makes sense. I mean, yeah, you throw Gold Experience Requiem at it, it's kind of like, well, okay. But once you actually kind of just sit down, think about it, all just kind of makes sense. Like, and now it'd be kind of funny if like Diablo managed to find a way out and comes back later on into like the series, like, oh well, by the way, I didn't actually die, I'm still alive. It's like, well, hello. I think it Just Works meme just kind of happened just because of the bad translations. I think it's one of those things that it's the same thing happened with Predestination. People kind of watched it and went, what the freaking hell was that film? But then you sit down, it's just one massive paradox. You're like, it's easy to understand. Like, once you actually kind of just sit down, take apart what you just saw or read, it all just kind of makes sense. But just, people just kind of look at it for face value and kind of go, well, wow, okay, that makes no sense. But it's never that way. King Crimson makes sense once you actually kind of dissect it a little bit. I mean, you have to go above and beyond, like, kind of going, like, really in depth into King Crimson. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't have to be that way. But a little bit, you actually kind of just grasp everything about him, which is it's easy. I don't know, unless we're all just pseudo intellectuals and we're just like above everything when it comes to like time travel and everything like that. We just know everything. Like, mate, throw King Crimson at me, I understand that because I'm a time travel expert. I know what time and everything is. Like, don't throw that stuff at me. I know what that is. I don't know. Yeah, I think people do. I don't think people would think it. I think people just look at it in a different way, and it kind of overcomplicates it in that way. I think they don't look at it in the correct way it's meant to be looked at. And I think that's what kind of hurts the manga, because people don't look at it the right way. Like, that's the experience as a whole as well when you think about it. Like, it's not looked in the way it should be looked, and I think that's what killed it for some people. Maybe. That's how I see it, because if you look at it for what it actually is towards the whole entire thing, it's kind of a nice breather part. Like, between part 5 and the eventual part 6, once you actually kind of realize what this is, you actually kind of accept it, because it's like a nice breather, but it does quite a lot towards the world itself. That's what I like about it as well. That's the problem. That's why I think that's what I think about it. It's the fact the old translations kind of destroyed it. I mean, maybe that's the reason why no one really liked it. It's just the old translations weren't that great, and it kind of destroyed the experience for people. But now, since new translations are out, people will actually read it and go, well, yeah, now I like it. But yeah, I think it needs the right audience. Same thing that happens it applies to films as well. You get those films that people don't like. I mean, like The Shining was hated for like at least 10 to 20 years. No one liked it at all until like people realized, well, no, freaking hell, this is a perfect film. It's the same thing applies. The same thing applies with JoJo as well. Like, you get these parts that people don't like, but once you actually kind of give it a little while, you find an appreciation for it. I think the same thing will happen here. Hopefully it does, because it actually is a fantastic manga. Like, it really is. It has everything you need in a JoJo manga, plus it then some. Duang dub's fantastic. Hopefully it does. I mean, I really do hope this manga gets the recognition it deserves, because it really needs it. Because I think maybe once it's animated, it'll probably get the audience. I can't even speak anymore. I think once it's animated, it'll get the audience it needs. But I think maybe now, if people don't get the anime just yet, I think the manga will now kind of alleviate that. Duang is readable, but it's experience. It's a JoJo experience. It gives part 4 a completely new meaning. That's what I always found about it. Like, just once you read the Duang dub, it gives like part 4 a completely different meaning. I love it for that reason only. They should, in theory, actually release a Duang dub as actually a manga series. Like, just release the volumes of part 4, but with a Duang dub. Just leave it there. Yeah, that's why people have always said it, like, the new translations are, like, light years better than what they were beforehand. Like, I can actually imagine. Like, I actually saw some of the original translations for it. I was like, wow. I mean, it's not on the levels I am the effing strong, but it's still horrendous. But, man, it's nice we got this now. And it's also in colour as well. Like, this is even better in colour. But, yeah, I mean... Yeah. I think the Wang dub became a joke just because, for the sole reason there was just some powers you're like, wow, like I don't feel so well, I'm not feel so well, or something like that. Oh man. We should sit down one day to read the JoJo part before the Wang dub, like just as a live reading, just to kind of subside us for a little bit. Yeah, JoJo Color Team are fantastic. Like they're really freaking great. Without them, we wouldn't have good translation for Part 5. We wouldn't have as good vibes. Because the old translation still exists on Batato, but no one reads them now, which is great. But man. My CPU is literally gone to the minuses, apparently. My CPU went minus 3,000. I was like, great, my CPU doesn't exist anymore. It's at the same plane as Diablo now. Oh no. My CPU's a little bit weird lately. It actually is the Wang sub. I actually will rewatch Part 4 with the Wang subs. That'd be great. just get to the line, don't be dong! Oh man, I love that one. But yeah. I had to rate JoJo Part 5, I'll probably give it about a 9 out of 10. I think a 9 out of 10 is probably the best score I can give it right now. I think maybe when it's animated, I'll probably bump it to a 10. I don't know. I think 9's good because it did everything I wanted it to do and more. I mean, going into it, everyone said it was not that great, but I was like, whoa, alright, what's going on here then? But gladly I didn't actually kind of believe those people. Because it's pretty freaking buenissimo. Yeah, I agree with that as well. I think there's quite a lot to enjoy in this translation more than just any other translation, because it had everything you needed. It had everything. It was buenissimo. But yeah, that's JoJo Part 5 done. We hit the finale. We hit the end. It's over. So yeah, hopefully everyone's enjoyed my butchering of the Italian language as time went on, because I did actually butcher like the Italian language sometimes. It was a fun time. I actually enjoyed every single second of it. I do apologize I wasn't actually fast enough at the beginning to actually read it, because I was actually like kind of I was inherently kind of taken up by university. That's why I couldn't actually really read too much of it. Yeah, I mean, it was the little things do actually make this whole entire manga even better than say anything else. But I don't know. I think once it's animated, it needs a new life somehow, and I think animated it probably get that new life, or as well maybe later on to this actual manga series it will actually get that new lease of life once people actually read it as an actual color scan. But yeah, hopefully you actually have enjoyed this whole entire stream series as a whole. 24 streams it took me. Well, yeah, 24, because it would have taken me 17 if I did it by volume, but I did it by 4 chapters beforehand, or 4 to 5, 4 to 8 sometimes. It was weird. Yeah, I think Part 5 had the best group like interactions and everything like that. It really did. I think Part 4 kind of grew that whole entire idea, but I think Part 5 really kind of just cemented the idea. So yeah. So that was a long ass time. I think I started it like when was it? January, I think I started this. Been 6 months, but we got there in the end. So yes, hopefully you guys have actually enjoyed this whole entire like live reading series of me reading JoJo Part 5, because it has actually been freaking fun. Interacting with everyone on the stream has been great. I mean, I love every single second of it anyway. It's just it's greato. Sad to see it go, because I want to go back and read more JoJo Part 5, but it's over now for a bit. I guess until I read the light novel series, but that's about Fugo. But yeah, I think it's done it for me today. I've got to go and like drink about 2 gallons of water. My throat's giving out right now. So yeah, so you actually have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole, and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here, and you want to stay that little bit longer, then do leave a sub, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit. If all goes well, part 6 should start on Monday. So see you guys then, bye for now.